Every morning, dragging yourself out of deep sleep feels like pulling your brain through dark, heavy water. It's a physical struggle to reach the surface. Neuroscientists call this sluggish, disoriented phase sleep inertia. It's the physiological lag time between your alarm going off and your internal systems actually booting up. But then you see a healthy toddler snap their eyes open, spring out of bed, and immediately start grinning at the wall. Zero lag. Instant energy. We usually write off that morning joy as boundless childhood energy, or assume they just have a naturally sunny disposition. That cheerful reaction is the result of a calibrated environment. Specific external cues hack their biology to trigger an immediate, happy awakening. The process begins before they even open their eyes. As dawn breaks, natural daylight starts to flood the dark room. Specific lux levels of morning sunlight are actually bright enough to pierce straight through a sleeping person's closed eyelids. The light strikes the retina, sending an electrical signal down the optic nerve to the suprachiasmatic nucleus. Instantly, melatonin levels drop sharply, releasing the brain from its sedated state. Simultaneously, the brain releases an activating pulse of cortisol, revving up your internal engine. This dual chemical shift physically forces the brain into an active state. The engine is running before the child is even consciously aware they are awake. Morning sunlight operates as a mandatory biological ignition switch. It provides the chemical momentum required to transition into a positive mental state. The second phase activates the exact second the eyes open and the brain begins mapping its physical surroundings. A typical child's bedroom is flooded with high-contrast, highly saturated primary colors. A toddler's brain is uniquely wired to seek out and prioritize these intense color frequencies. This instant recognition helps the brain confirm it has successfully moved from the unknown world of sleep into a known, predictable environment. These bright shapes act as positive cognitive anchors, providing immediate spatial orientation. When the brain instantly maps its environment, it registers emotional safety. This confirmation that surroundings are secure triggers a surge of activity in the reward center. That big morning smile is an involuntary reward response to this sudden influx of safe, stimulating visual data. Optimized spatial color acts as a psychological safety net, catching the brain as it crosses the bridge between deep sleep and full consciousness. This brings us to the final state of the waking cycle, where the human organism achieves peak morning energy and full alertness. This state of high-energy alertness represents the baseline expectation for any organism that is receiving the correct biological support. This means we have the power to consciously control these environmental cues in our adult spaces. By managing morning light exposure, whether through unblocking windows or using automated dawn simulators, we can directly align our circadian rhythms. By placing deliberate, recognizable colors in our immediate line of sight, we can encourage a sense of spatial security from the literal second we open our eyes. By applying the specific mechanics of a joyful morning, we can build environments that provide the biological foundation for a more resilient start to the day.